Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at 2024's Twisters. This one has the ever handsome Glen Powell in it, and I've seen the first one only once though, but this one looks like it's gonna be pretty action-packed.
Saw the first one, absolutely loved the first one, and I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see how this second one stacks up.
You know, we try to stay out of the theaters for the big releases. I did see this one in the theaters, however, on date night. My fiance really wanted to see this one. I can't imagine it had anything to do with Glen Powell, but
maybe he'll be shirtless.
So I saw this in the theaters. I had a lot of fun with it, so I'm excited to watch it with these guys for their first time through.
Seen the first one probably about 2 million times with Bill and Helen. Phenomenal movie. Yes, you could probably nitpick it, but it was great. One of the greatest, if not best films of the storm genre we'll go with here.
Are there films in the storm genre?
There are.
There was one with the Wave and Clooney.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
The Wave. The Wave.
There's
thingy,
Sharknado, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 12.
So I promise you all, I won't quote every line. I'm just here to rock and roll with this one. Let's go! Love it.
Same font and everything.
This is one I'm
a tornado nerd, too.
I will say to see this in the theaters with theater sound was pretty cool.
Gotta get up.
I'm working on it.
Seriously, Jim, it's time to go.
Storm's here, guys. Let's go.
I so want to chase a Twister so bad.
Where are the trash bags? Oh, found it.
Oh, look at
You're
that.
recording. I don't see a red light.
They got the Dorothy in the trailer.
Today, our science team about to chase a storm southwest of us. Our experiment is designed to decrease the moisture inside of a tornado to see if we can make it collapse. You know what today is?
The day we chase a tornado!
If I had the patience to learn chemistry back in the day, I would have been a storm chaser for sure.
All right, how are we getting to this thing? I need a southwest position to read my sensors.
Oh, man.
One was a sip.
Don't lean out the window. Come on, come back in.
It's gonna be like
Look at those winds.
gonna have a Hereditary moment here.
Okay.
My stepdad ordered one of those weather things for his backyard off Amazon. I'm like, you could just look at the weather app on your phone. One of the spinny things like that. He's legit now.
Usually it works, but
There's a death ridge setting in. Probably our last chase of the season.
if you make a tornado vanish with this, but you don't get the data with this, who's gonna believe it?
Oh, got it.
I'm all about my cash money, right? Be careful!
Look at that storm.
Going into it.
Love it.
Hard pass.
Hard pass on that? Let's just drive right
nothing.
into it.
That's nothing.
That's
That's why we hit coming back from Chicago.
I enjoy watching the occasional thunderstorm from the front porch. Don't get me wrong, that can be very relaxing, but I have my limits.
What are you, whittling something too? Ooh.
Cows!
Are we in a tornado?
No, it's behind us.
Are we gonna see the path?
Oh, big old hay bale. Those things are a lot of weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that would do a little bit of damage to that windshield.
Yeah.
This is the path.
Stay here. I'll get it.
Wait. Hey, we're gonna help. We're going.
Easy, Joe. Remember, Joe. Helen Hunt.
We gotta hurry.
Maybe you shouldn't have got your trailer at Harbor Freight.
Says the guy who gets everything at Harbor Freight.
Not a trailer.
Not a trailer.
Look at that.
Pick your battles, huh?
Oh, here we go.
Run.
Can we drop the trailer, Javi? What if there's no tornado? What if it's just a dense wave of hail?
There we go.
Well, we'll find out. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's chasing ya. Dun-dun, dun-dun,
The polyacrylate should be active now. Are the winds weakening, Javi?
A moving sensor can't give you the exact measurement of wind speed, but 40,000 feet. And your tornado isn't shrinking, Kate. 50,000 feet.
We getting a 5 right away?
Would your
EF5?
mixture just make it bigger?
Did the opposite of what
Talk
they're
to
trying to
us.
do?
Sensor's just shot up 70,000 feet.
The next ride velocity is 200 miles per hour.
So
That's
we had
impossible.
a EF4?
And this is an EF5.
Oh,
Guys, whatever's in there, it's big.
That is
it's coming.
huge.
Overpasses are the worst in tornadoes. What do we do?
This car's gonna fly. Come on. Yes, Addy, for me.
Folks, what would you do? Would you
For
take
some
off
reason-
running?
for some
Would you try
reason
to get the car going?
For some reason, I thought overpasses were good because of the structural tie-in to the ground and stuff. It confused me when I saw that in the theaters. Help us out in the
I was just
comments.
going to say, let the professionals.
Oh, he's gone.
Did he just? Oh, she.
Better use that
Is she a
grass
red
to
shirt?
climb.
Is she a red shirt?
Oh!
Damn!
Oh, that's bad. That's so bad.
Oh my God!
Your arms around around. You're gonna be okay. I got you, Kate. I got you.
Oh!
Holy shit! We lost 3 people in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
So is this all going to be a flashback for her? Oh, maybe not. I thought we'd go like modern day or whatever, but nope.
Holy shit!
Look at that.
Path. Oh,
Okay,
5
yep.
years later.
Our regional office focuses on New York metro weather. We can see weather around the country here.
Is a tornado coming to New York?
Oh no, tornadoes are extremely rare in New York.
Kate, what do you see?
Wind speeds have fallen 2 knots. Structure is weakening.
There's a guy here to see you. He's in the conference room.
Carrie
Hi,
always?
I'm Kate.
no. No.
I know, he didn't make it.
Oh, look who's back.
After graduation, I went back to Miami. And shit, you wouldn't believe it. I joined the military.
You joining the military?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was just feeling kind of lost. Phased array radar, HAR, scanning for missiles. What if we point this thing at a tornado?
Never be able to get it close enough.
Until now. The military, they came up with portable units, and they're small. Can I borrow this real quick? Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, first I thought he was grabbing a pie. He's like, can I borrow this real quick?
My team drives up. We place a portable PAR here. My team sets up 2 more here and here. Now we have a
3-dimensional scan.
we can use this data to save lives back home. And you're the only person that can get me close enough to a tornado to do this.
Oh.
Javi, I don't chase anymore.
Work for me, brother.
Kate, you ever wonder why it was us that made it out of there?
Oh.
That's a hell of a question.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, jeez.
And we still don't know what home is either.
Another town got hit last night with no warning. We're having a once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak in Oklahoma. It's coming after the people we love. Just give me 1 week out here, Kay. I got a good team, but the only thing that's missing is you.
It's not going to be a very good movie if you don't go, Kate.
Yeah.
Jesus, Dave.
And she didn't go. Credits.
I mean, he's got a team, but he might need a driver. 2 precision drivers.
2.
Oh, man. Ram, of course.
You're welcome.
Oh, is that the
Dodge.
overpass?
Yep.
That's not just any Dodge Ram.
Is it a Rebel?
It's a TRX. Probably sprung for it.
We got PhDs from NASA, FEMA, NOAA, NWS. Except for Scott, my partner here. He went to MIT instead of Muskogee State, but he makes up for it with his beautiful, amazing personality.
Yeah, look at that, just shining through.
It's gonna be the wildest tornado week you've ever seen, fellas.
We got to stay ahead of this circus.
Ah,
There's Dave. There's
his orange poncho.
Who are they? Chasers out of Arkansas.
Hillbillies with a YouTube channel.
Well, I mean,
Well,
come on.
Come on. I mean, no name calling. I mean,
I said if you feel it.
You should put your hat on for this one answer.
well, get it.
Get that hat on, answer.
Go get it.
Hey, do we have two over there? Give me one.
Which storm should we chase?
It's been a while. I'll just watch on this first one.
Oh, okay, it's all right. You got this.
Yep.
That's why you're here.
I didn't see you out there.
It's not a crust.
Oh, they did the scene, except it's with this and not gravel. A little shout out to Bill Paxton there.
God, we miss you.
You know, I used to do that too. Go the wind direction of cloud movement.
Tyler, do we know which storm we're going after yet?
Oh, why don't we ask?
Kate.
Hi, Kate.
I'm a reporter doing a piece on American storm chasing.
This one to the east is the sky all to herself. Moisture, wind shear, instability. All the things you need to give Ben a good show.
City girl knows her stuff, Ben.
She ain't no city girl.
Maybe if I work real hard, I could be a tornado wrangler too. We want the cells to the west.
The one to the east has much better numbers.
Conditions don't feel right.
You heard her. Let's move.
Oh, he's gonna be upset.
So my entire time at
Guess
MIT
we're listening
means
to
nothing.
dandelions now.
Because we're listening to Dan.
Exactly.
You're going the wrong way.
Nope.
I hope we get a little Van Hagar.
Oh.
Human beings.
Ooh.
We're gonna surround it with 3 radars. Each one pointed at the tornado. We get right in front of that thing and set up our radar.
That's got to be a rush, though, right? Like driving into it. Oh,
Still a hard.
Hey, just like in the first one.
What's up?
Sure.
Answer and I tried chasing once.
Yeah.
Did you?
Huh? No?
What a couple of idiots.
Nah,
wasn't
it's a rush.
In what? What were you driving?
The Ford Escape.
The escape.
It stays low to the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Tin Man. Approaching our park position.
Okay, Tin Man. Hard that is. Coming in. We gotta be within 300 meters for the radar to work.
Scarecrow's taking position.
Okay, Scarecrow, we got you.
Just up there in the clearing.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh boy. This is going to get real interesting.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Kate. Don't lock up.
Can't blame her. Last time she was in one, she lost 3 people.
What is it? What is it? What do you see?
This isn't right.
Javi.
Nope. She drove him away.
What are you doing out here, man? The tornado's that way.
Harness?
Yeah, we're entering the suck zone, baby.
My harness won't do up.
Man, you gotta hurry.
Oh my God. That would be amazing. Just once.
Right into it. Oh, there might not fireworks in it. Nice.
Jeez.
Look at that. He's doing backflips.
Can you shoot fireworks up a tornado? And the answer is yes. Can?
We'll find another one. That's all part of the game, right?
You know, in a way, for her to face this again, this will help her too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you wanna hang out later?
I'm real tired, but maybe another time.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Who's
It's
that?
good to have you back.
I'm not back.
I remember one week.
Yes, they got the line. Yes. I'm not back. Woo.
I didn't catch that from the original.
You didn't?
No.
Oh yeah.
When
they got the divorce papers, they were running because he's like, and they're running back to the truck. She's like, "You're welcome back. I'm not back."
Did you study meteorology at the U of A?
Yeah, I never went to like school or nothing. Tyler, he studied meteorology though. He's got this natural instinct.
Okay, Boone.
He taught me everything I know.
Boone, so these guys have seen more tornadoes than anyone else in this lot combined. You know, if you can keep up, we'll put you in the episode.
Where are you chasing tomorrow?
Gates from New York. Can't trust the things she says.
You can always trust a guy who puts his face on a t-shirt.
Man, that was good.
Sells a lot of shirts.
These are the properties that were wiped out yesterday.
About the owners.
Most of the properties are underinsured.
Oh, this guy's gonna scoop him up.
This is Marshall Riggs. We've been working together.
How scary was that tornado yesterday?
Not at all.
Listen, can you give us a couple minutes? Maybe grab something to eat, and then we can head out.
Mason Quinn in the Morgan & Morgan commercial.
That's me right there.
I just needed a bolo.
In the Morgan & Morgan commercial, folks.
Yeah, in the commercial, yeah. Be scooping up destroyed properties. Oh, what a slimy character.
You know, we're gonna be stuck here all day waiting for nothing to happen. How about we try to get along?
Tell you what, I'll get us a couple of drinks.
Really?
Really?
Wouldn't mind an iced tea. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Nah, she's gonna mess with him, right?
I think so, but still.
Keep helping each other out. We'll be in touch, all right?
Gotta go.
Pack up the burritos. We got a winner.
We need more drone footages for our reactions.
That might
Just
be
have
it.
one hovering the whole time in the
That'd be
studio.
a bad idea.
What do you see?
Already has a nice structure. Flow is clean, pulling tons of warm, moist air from the south.
The vertical wind shear begins to rotate the updraft, forming a mesocyclone.
This is for us.
Yeah.
What are all the invisible factors coming together? Every little detail that
Has to be perfect.
It is. Yeah, baby!
Yeah, I remembered it.
All right,
Oh.
taking another step.
All right, which one's gonna stay? Which one's it gonna be, Kate?
Okay, I'm on it.
All right, y'all, we got Tyler Owens here making a high-pressure choice. You stop filming for a second, I need to think. Yeah, no, of course.
Let's go for the right.
All right, we're taking the right.
Oh, splitting.
Oh.
What?
Take a left!
Who the hell is making the decision up there, him or her?
That's your guy.
That's my guy. We couldn't get Carrie Elways, so we got him.
All right, get us set up, Boone.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna fire a couple flares straight up this thing's ass.
Just keep waiting for some Van Hagar.
Well, I don't think you'll get it from his end.
Probably not. That was cool how they did the reflection.
Yeah.
This would be so much fun, just one time. Want to go, Dave?
Is it gonna go away? Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why you should have went left.
Yep.
Winds moved to the north, just what this one needed.
All right. Tell
She
me we're gonna
focuses-
get the data this time.
Well, Scarecrow's up. So is Tin Man.
She focuses a lot on the wind, which is pretty unique for her character, you know, because they're all having their little things they pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna get it.
Got it.
All parts are active, Javi.
Yeah, put them ponies to work.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hopefully they got some data.
We lost your radar, Javi. You got eyes on the tornado?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's coming right for us.
Better whip that thing around.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what are you driving in reverse for?
Oh, not everybody's a stunt driver from Fast and the Furious.
Wow, it's just simple.
Yeah, it's just a simple crank the wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a heavy pickup truck.
I believe that the truck would stay, but I'm more curious to your thoughts, folks, like on the driver's side.
Yeah. Well, they were
windows.
in a ditch.
Yeah,
kinda.
Jesus Christ. Oh, hey. Hey, at least a chicken. One of them is good.
Javi. All right, we got 2 radars looking good. Third one was getting great data. We just need to find it, download it all.
The tornado's headed to a small town.
They already called it in. There's nothing we can do now.
But someone might need help.
We need to find it before it dies.
Javi, we've got to help.
But he's got to help his guy find properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they forget about that side of it and all the excitement.
Clear the area till 5 a.m.
I wish we could do more. Can the data from the PAR radar show us how the tornado died? Maybe we could use it to prevent all this.
There's a kid I know.
Oh, jeez.
I'll go deal with locating the radar. You should rest.
See, he's going to see that crew's trying to help
Nice
people.
play on the left twin.
Didn't help these people any.
This is my Uncle Marshall. He's the owner of the bar here.
How you doing?
Here we go.
Look at him with that white hat.
It's going to make him a low ball offer.
From what I see, they're trying to make a difference.
That's one way of putting it. You even know who you're chasing for?
Sorry, it says the guy setting up shop, selling T-shirts and mugs after storms hit.
You have a minute for some questions?
Yeah, I got a dog to find. Talk to Kate. She seems to have all the answers.
Now's not a good time, Ben.
You know, she still doesn't know.
No.
Oh, don't have any cash.
That's free. That's why we're always selling those T-shirts.
Ah, there you go.
Well, save it in case you run low.
Okay. Well, at least take some water.
Here's your answer, Kate. Now, hopefully, the other information.
You see a businessman handing out a card with a white cowboy hat. You know that that's never good.
Residential property damage alone.
I mean,
millions of dollars.
in some cases.
Oh, she's going to find out now.
Look at that picture.
Some of Javi's crew said you were staying out by the rodeo. Thought you might be hungry.
Oh, his face.
Find the dog?
Of course I found the dog. Want to take you somewhere. Think it might help.
Well, she's wearing Helen Hunt's costume from the first one.
White tank top.
Yep. And the pants.
Costume?
And the pants.
Outfit, maybe?
Well, I'm thinking of in terms of the movie, you know. We got to get to costume.
I don't think that's classified as a costume, but we'll roll with it.
You ever seen anything like this, city girl?
You know, I grew up on a farm. It's a Pulpa. A couple hours from here.
She's going to be like, excuse me for a minute. We're going to see her riding a freaking horse.
What was your first tornado?
Tell me yours.
I was 8, driving with my aunt. Vortex just lowers right down in the center of the road. Then I looked at my aunt. She's got this look on her face. I realized at that moment I was supposed to be scared.
Oh, jeez.
I used to compete. Got my head stomped on by one too many bulls.
You're scared of tornadoes, but not of riding bulls?
You don't face your fears, you ride them.
Jeez. The most handsome bull rider in the world.
Oh, come on. You've seen.
He just keeps laying it on.
What is it, 8 Seconds, the movie with Luke Perry? Come on.
What's next? He's going to used to be an astronaut, too?
Well,
race car driver.
Oh, here we go. Their fun time is ruined by a storm coming in again. Just like when they're at the drive-in.
Out this way? Air feels heavy. This isn't good.
Ooh, the
Animals are acting up. They know, too.
And there's the alerts on everyone's phones.
We need to evacuate this arena right now!
Look at that.
Oh, boy, that's a big
that's
one.
Just like they did in the movie.
Scan the car. Hey, get inside.
Yeah, stay out of the car. Come here. I can't get a soda from the vending machine. The pool's empty as shit.
Maybe like a basement. You have a basement?
No. There's a line here, buddy.
Okay, there's no tornado. 9 times out of 10, it's a false alarm.
Oh, jeez.
It says the out-of-towner.
Yep. Better find something.
Whoa, hey, what?
The tornado! Take the tornado!
Oh, man, thank you. I guess 1 out of 10, huh?
Oh, don't do that.
They're going the wrong way.
See you later.
No.
We gotta go! We gotta go! You gotta stay low! Cover her eyes!
Oh!
No, Kate! Stay with them! Help me! All right. Look at me!
Brave, handsome, helps people. I mean,
Bull rider.
Well, you're on your own.
Yeah, he's on his own answer.
Well, there he was.
Oh.
Jeez. And there's their shelter.
Up.
Another little shout out I see here.
Mm-hmm. Its water pipes go 100 feet down.
Her heart must be going 100 miles an hour, maybe 200.
Tyler! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Gosh, the destruction that they're probably going to see.
Oh.
Damn.
When I saw the size of it on the radar and where it was headed, all I could think was,
I'm all right.
So where did you stick it out?
Ooh.
Right down here. It's all Kate.
you've been with Owens the whole time?
Yeah. Why?
Javi.
No.
Apparently this place was family owned, so I'm gonna start working up some numbers.
Is profiting off of people's tragedy part of your business plan?
Briggs is offering these people a way to move on with their lives.
Swooping in and taking advantage of people who have just lost everything. You have no idea what that's like.
I don't know what that's like. How about losing 3 of my best friends while you were trying to land a big fat grant for your science project?
Damn. Right back at her.
Kate, wait, don't leave like this. Look.
Truck's pretty clean now.
Yeah, should stop at a car wash. Is she gonna finally go home?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So they showed her in New York that she got a phone call and she immediately off.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see her? Hey-o.
What happened?
Was she in the first one?
No, she's just been in a lot of projects.
Oh.
Sorry, there's so much junk in here. I'll clear it out for you tomorrow. You chasing again? No.
Here it is.
Oh, I like this camera view. Yeah.
Here we are.
Hello.
Hello.
Was this a throwback?
Flashback, yeah.
I'm just doing a little video tour of the barn where we do most of our work. Kate's famous middle school project. What is it you're working on, Kate? Tell the folks.
Cloud microphysics.
What are we gonna do?
Today?
Tomorrow.
We're going chasing, we're going to kill a tornado, right?
We're taming a tornado.
Oh, it was the
day before.
I've been wondering what you want me to do with all this stuff.
You can just throw it out.
Throw it away. I'm still waiting for you to save the world.
Is she gonna find something with the...
Yeah, she's probably gonna figure something out here.
Build your own tornado. Look at that.
How did he find her?
How did he know the exact spot?
Well, when you're that handsome, people just tell you stuff.
That's true.
How'd you find me?
Dexter pieced it together.
Plus, I'm handsome, so I figured it out.
I'm sorry about your friends.
I'm fixing some food. You two okay eating outside?
Not gonna bother you, Miss
He's not staying. He's staying. You can call me Kathy.
She's like, do you see him? Will this do?
Always knew when weather was coming. Even better than the cows.
You're better than the cow.
That's a compliment. Gotta have a feel for it. Worse the weather, the happier the girl.
The shades of the first one of them eating at the ants, telling stories about Bill Paxton, and now we got this.
Katie was studying for a PhD.
Wow.
I keep telling her to come back and finish it.
Okay, Mom.
She was heading up a big study with her friends.
Does anybody need anything?
No, I'm I'm good, thank you.
Once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak continues across Oklahoma.
I invited Tyler to stay the night in the guest room.
You thought you could disrupt a tornado.
Hey, don't look at that. It's
Yeah, some of your reactors are off a few of these solubility rules.
He's gonna figure it out.
Oh, he's gotta.
I'm telling you, we could get a new model running.
Please,
It's a great idea. How did you not tell me
She's
about
gonna
this
snap
before?
on him.
Wrong.
Yeah, she blames herself.
Yep, she made
In the
it
field,
worse.
in the moment, I got it wrong. And for what? Some childish dream I had that I could make a difference.
You know, EF1 or EF5 tornado rating. It's not based on size or wind speed. Power we ascribe to it.
Damage.
Based on damage. What it destroys, what it takes from us. I'm sorry for what happened. But how much more are you gonna let this thing take from you?
You know, you should get some sleep.
Wonder if she's gonna catch something in here now.
Come on with this guy. Jeez.
Just veins just popping on his arms. Cowboy hat on, walking in a white t-shirt.
He's wearing a white t-shirt. Yeah, I don't know why my fiance wanted to, we don't go to movies a lot anymore with the channel and all, but we ended up at this one.
Told you, she was hoping there was a shirtless scene.
I mean, it's like borderline distracting.
You said you could get a new model running?
Yes, ma'am. So this is an EF1, perfect conditions.
Oh, at least he had time to put a shirt. Oh, he's got a jacket on.
1,500 kilos of polymer absorbing 300 times its weight. Buoyancy of the rising air is reducing.
It's reducing. Kate, in theory, this should have worked.
But it wasn't an EF1 that day. I mean, we never had a chance.
You want one?
You guys are so uncomfortably close. So we're gonna keep looking at this right
this
now.
model.
You know, this model.
You gotta get the tight camera shot, Andrew. Come on.
I get it, but still. They found my glove box.
You got a lot of gadgets.
Yeah, don't touch the...
Oh, that's the flares.
Well, remember, they're still loaded.
Yep.
Yes!
Rocket.
Holy shit! Oh, the whole laptop is rotating!
Get those striations! It's low precip, you can see everything!
Love it when you talk dirty to me.
It's like Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage and Angelina
Hey,
Jolie.
It's on the list for him.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to drive into it. It's really dangerous.
Oh, that's why we have to drive into it.
See, now that looks like a big Tex trailer.
Here comes the cake!
Isn't he gonna anchor?
Oh, all right, slow it down.
No, he's out to be good right now.
Here she comes.
All right, let's see if
Let's
this
see
does
this
it.
works. Look at that.
Looks like it did the trick.
It's not working.
Yeah.
I guess we better spend a little more time together studying tornadoes.
What if it's the model that's the problem?
How do we create a better one?
You know, a tornado is like a snowflake. None of them are exactly the same. Pretty sure that's a quote.
Tyler going to be hanging out in the background of the house?
Yeah, he just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just came out the door with her.
About what I said earlier, I didn't mean any of that.
It's fine.
If there's anything I can say or do to make it better,
Give me your PAR data. That's a start.
It's going to have to go against the company and the company man that's right there driving.
Yep.
What are you doing?
That's the new Superman, huh?
I needed money to start Storm Par. That's why I went into business with Riggs. And I said what I said because I carry that guilt with me, too.
Why don't you stay and help us?
Yeah, there was a time when I'd do anything for you, Kate.
Let's roll. We got a storm developing up near Enid.
Sorry, I stole your car.
Sorry.
I don't need your TRX anymore. I got a real storm chaser.
Wow, these scans are impressive.
It's a complete map of the chaos. Our moisture numbers are off.
Of course.
We need it to precipitate out more.
So we need to make it rain.
Need to make it rain.
God.
Hey, Lily. Now we're gonna need you guys for something.
Is this it? You're gonna come back before you go home.
You know I will. Love you. Love you.
This is for you.
You have any idea what you're getting yourself into?
I'm beginning to.
Huh. Thanks.
I'm surprised it wasn't a photo from the Globe.
Autograph. 8 by 10.
Hey, it's a gift, you know.
Isn't that what you got your future mother-in-law to
And he's good with the mother. Add that to the list.
You stuck
This guy's right out of a Hallmark
There's
movie.
more to this story than I thought.
Look who it is. City girl. Finally decided to ditch all those squares, huh?
Jeez, look at that.
She is your story, Ben. Give me a copy of that.
No offense, but I'm going to get a ride with someone else.
Hell yeah. We got it. We got it.
Oh, let's see if Superman can fly.
Hey, you leave him alone. He's a company man.
He should be.
He's towing the line.
Is he wearing a cowboy hat too? A nice white one?
22 intercept is northeast. Look for Asylum Road.
Asylum Road.
Please tell me at least at some point a truck goes through a house here.
Told you we didn't need her.
All right, let's not get distracted.
I lost it.
It's tracking straight ahead. I'd say push it.
Oh, these two are totally getting sucked up in the
Yeah.
tornado. Like Carrie.
Yep. It's coming.
Stop it when dark.
That's probably a dead cell zone.
Ah! Max, lock my drone!
Oh.
Oh, she knows what this is.
Yep.
Tyler, we gotta do something. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's not good.
Gas plant.
That's not good.
Light up the refinery. Oh, see if you can back that trailer up, huh?
Only in Hollywood would somebody get it perfectly straight.
I didn't want to say it, but you guys were thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Oh, look at that! They just got knocked over.
It's a long trailer. They're easier to back
That's
up on a
true.
straight stretch of road.
Still.
Yeah, but start backing up a 5x8.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna see this thing.
We got a fire twister.
If you need a getaway truck.
I am a little bit disappointed by the exhaust note they used for the TRX in this movie. I expected a little bit more out of it.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah. Look at the size of that thing. This is good.
That ain't good. It's shifting.
Oh,
I
no.
think that's another one. Somebody will have to let me know.
Oh,
We got the farmer's market and a ball game going on.
Okay, guys, there's nothing we can do to stop it. But when you get there, make sure people get to a safe place.
They're running from it. They're scared.
They're not running. They're heading into town to help. There's a lot of people there, man. I think we should follow them.
Whose side are you on, man? I don't care about the people. Stop the truck, Javi.
Oh.
Stop the damn truck.
That's your Superman. He doesn't care about the people. Now take off as soon as he gets out.
Tell Riggs we're done.
Oh!
Hey, everyone! Get inside! No, leave your cars! Get inside!
Attaboy.
There you go, Ben.
Shelters are all full! We gotta get everyone to the movie theater!
Well, instead of a drive-in movie theater, the regular movie theater.
Oh, you knew the train car was going to be involved.
Pry it up. Got to get better leverage.
Love it.
We got a
we
water
go.
tower.
You gotta get inside! I'm leaving you!
There he is.
Come on, Dave!
Oh, we losing Javi here.
Made the save.
This city isn't built to withstand what's coming.
There you go.
Where's Kate?
She's in the truck.
Yeah,
I like that though.
Yeah, I mean, because that's true.
It would have been so easy just to have her rip the door open and jump in.
Just a couple days ago, we had 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Mm-hmm. She took my truck.
Oh, she's gonna get sucked up in that thing.
God, that thing is huge.
Oh, there's our moisture. Looks like a dragon.
Guys, those.
Let's at least watch it. I know.
No, I would be thinking the same thing. Well, I'm surprised they got the door shut, to be honest.
Oh, not working. She's got to go out and do it manually. Oh. Oh, are they going to time it with the movie?
Well, that's an interesting shot with the screen being blown out and them seeing the twister.
And it's alive. Okay, she got it.
Just like in Batman Returns. Now I'm a little worried. Oh, no. Here we go. Wow, we are losing quite a few people in this one. Oh, man.
Slowing down.
Yeah, look at that. Worked.
Hey. Careful.
Did it help?
You did it, Kate.
Kate, it worked.
You okay?
That shot was... I know they were trying to get some good emotion going, but that was interesting.
Brought you back in one piece.
Just about.
Go get us that money, you know what I'm saying? I ditched race. All right, fresh start.
Maybe it's time to renovate the old barn.
Paul?
I popped hard in the theater.
That's Paul.
Still not telling me when you're coming back?
I don't know. Maybe if you feel it, you should chase it.
Oh, come on. And then he can ride it. Ride the tornado.
Jesus.
That's his catchphrase. Ride the tornado.
You ain't got time.
Say like.
Time's up. You got a movie car.
You know.
We get a.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy, Andre.
Attaboy.
You're eating his Cheetos
I
again.
think those are twisty Fritos is what
I think that's what those were. This time.
How bad is that? Those are their twisty Fritos.
Due to increasing winds from a nearby storm, please expect delays.
They just leave her bag?
I think he grabbed it.
No, because it looked like she dropped it, like she did the motion.
Gotta go chase another storm.
And that is Twist Us.
Oh. All right. Well, honestly,
it was.
I think that the biggest fan of Twister here should give.
Well,
his.
you guys should go because I usually pull up the stuff. So why don't you kick it
Oh,
up?
well,
since I saw it, I'll just quick a second
give an
watch
overview,
here.
Yeah.
It's interesting. In the theaters, you put your cell phones away. Not a lot of distractions. So I would say that I
except for Glenn.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he was a distraction.
So I wouldn't say that there's a lot that I really missed. We've talked before on this channel. Sometimes when you watch movies or TV shows at home, I think you're prone to miss stuff. Getting up for the restroom, phones ringing, dogs barking, whatever. But so I can't really say there's anything missed. And this film was just a really good time for me seeing it in the theater. I will say that this is a movie Not so much that you need to see on the big screen for the explosions and all the actions and stuff, but the sound in the theater was like, is this the movie or is it storming outside? So this was a really fun experience. I didn't know these guys or anybody in particular was going to go quite so hard for Glen Powell.
Wow. I've got a list.
I didn't want to lay it on pretty thick.
So before we saw it in the theater, I did see a meme with Glen Powell in his white t-shirt and the cowboy hat. It was like, whoa, numbers for Twisters are off the chart, whatever. And I didn't want to spoil it in the intro and say, wow, we get Glen Powell in a white t-shirt, because that's not something you spoil. But yeah,
stole my look.
A good watch, a lot of fun. And the only, I guess, so after my fiance and I went and saw this in the theater, we went and watched the original afterwards again, and there's the scene at the end, of course, the famous scene where they strap themselves to the poles, the water poles, and everything's just breaking around them and whatever, and they came out with like a scratch or whatever. So the one thing, like if I had any nitpick with Glen Powell, his truck, is that the windows looked like, of course they had the metal around the windows, and it would have deflected any sort of large debris, but you're like, that truck came out of that without any smashed
glass.
Without any smashed windows.
Could have been bulletproof.
That's the point. He may have went and upgraded the glass. But even with the TRX, I don't think any of the glass shattered out the windows. So that was the one thing, is that with that level of debris.
She crawled out of the broken window. There was shattered glass on the ground.
I mean, during like the original.
Oh, okay.
They went into the ditch.
Yeah. Before like the flip at the end. But yeah, otherwise, and that's stuff that, hey, you're not going to nitpick too much with that. It's just more of an observation. But I had a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, for me, where do I begin? This one, heavy on the cheese, ladies and gentlemen. If this was a ham and cheese sandwich, it would be a little bit of ham and a whole lot of cheese. But I think, what else would you expect going to see a movie like Twisters, right? They laid this on pretty thick. At times, I wasn't sure if I was watching like a Hallmark Christmas movie where, the hardworking lady, she's got two guys that are after her. One guy, he's in the field, but he's a little slimy. The other guy is a bull riding, tornado chasing, handsome guy who can do just about anything, including driving, and gives good advice.
And backing up a trailer.
And can back up a 40-foot trailer.
And went to school for meteorology. Did you get that one in there too?
Well, he's got the look for TV, clearly.
Yeah, he's a TV weatherman, like Vacation.
Yeah, look, I mean, we had some fun with this, but here's the thing with Glen Powell, right? Now, here's the thing.
Here we go.
I might as well get to it right now.
Where's my shovel?
The dude is so distracting to the point of you can't even believe what he's doing in the movie. It would be the equivalent I think it'd be like the equivalent of having like Sydney Sweeney as like an auto mechanic, as like one of the carjack mechanics in Days of Thunder or like a race car movie, where it's like, it's so unbelievable. It's like, the modeling agency in New York didn't work out for you, so now you chase tornadoes. Again, that goes both ways. I say if you put like whoever the big A-list actress would be right now, I'd say Sydney Sweeney. You put her in a movie where she's doing something really unbelievable, it's like, really? That's how this one goes. But look, it was a lot of fun. Oh, I thought you were looking for the boards. No, but all that being said, look, I had some fun with this, but look, that's the kind of movie that this was for me. You have fun with it. You have a few laughs with the guys. I didn't think the story was really to the point where I'm going to get real emotionally invested in the characters. I liked how they did a good job of showing the tornado. Everybody's amped up. Everybody's chasing it. They're all excited. but then everybody kind of forgets the aftermath. And I like that they showed that in the towns and how that they wanted to go help. And of course, we had to have our scummy guy who was in town trying to buy up all the houses, Mr. Black Rock, whatever his name
That
might
looks
have been.
familiar.
With the hair slicked back.
With the hair. I mean, the boa.
Yeah,
might as
boa.
well have been JD Hogg. For some of you older folks might get that reference. But look, Kate just wanted to make a difference. She was doubting herself. She gave up, went back to New York, didn't want anything to do with home. Until she gets taken to a rodeo, gets sucked back into it, realizes that maybe her models were wrong. She just needed the right tech. And this was kind of basically what I expected out of this movie. Again, I only saw the original movie once, so like I don't want to come across as like I'm a huge Twister fan, and it was my favorite movie of all time. Of course, I love Bill Paxton. Helen Hunt was incredible, as she is in most things that she does. But if they dropped a lot of Easter eggs from the first one, I didn't catch them, only seeing it once. But this was just about what I expected out of this one. A lot of fun, visually real incredible, and with a little bit of a meteorology lesson thrown in. What more could you want?
I'm glad you mentioned that part. I like that they did throw that in there just to be like having the one guy that doesn't understand what's going on, just like they did with Bill Paxton's like about to be new wife. She didn't know what was going on, so they're always explaining to her. So that way it's a way
that's right. I forgot about the new wife in that one.
So that was their way of explaining to the audience again. Or fiance.
Yeah.
Well, it was
It's new wife. I just went down and picked her up.
Didn't work out though. It did it. She knew that he was destined to keep chasing storms. I like that they kept the callbacks to a minimum and made it its own story, because the original Twister was just so much fun and amazing. Especially, I mean, I know we came back and watched it again, Oak, but like I remember watching it so much too as a kid. Maybe not as many times as Diamond Dave, but that movie was so much fun to watch over and over again. I was always bummed about Cary Elwes, what happened to him. I loved his character in there because he was so much fun. But I love that they didn't rely on that. They didn't keep doing that because they knew they just couldn't rely on all that. They had to make it its own story. That being said, that seemed like that had a lot more emotional involvement. I mean, this one, she lost her friends. The first one was Helen lost her dad at the beginning. So you're trying to get that emotional right off the bat, that she wants to stay away from it. Now, whereas Helen went the reverse. Yeah. She went straight into it. She's like, I want to know my enemy for what it did to me, versus how she was the complete opposite. But the sound design on it was amazing. Makes you feel like you're right in a Twister. They seemed like they're having fun with it. I love that they did it for more current, so they had like a YouTube channel. They had a million subscribers. They're having fun with it, shooting rockets up in it, using drones
they had to put
and other
the modern
stuff.
Twist.
Yeah, with which you obviously could not do in previous in Twister, because I mean that was 95, so you're limited by your technology back then. But
that's still great for 95.
Oh yeah, it was still amazing. That's why, like I said that jokingly, but when they did the CGI with the cow, that was like the first time they had really done CGI for a full animal in a movie, and it looked like, I mean, granted we're watching on VHS on letterbox TVs, but it looked amazing for the time.
Well, was that about the time they were doing like all the disaster movies? Like they had like Volcano.
They had that Volcano. Then I remember there was same with Armageddon and Deep Impact, and so it was like right in there. There was just that big, huge disaster movie.
Yeah,
that's why then there was a spoof movie called Disaster Movie, which spoofed all of them. But this was still a fun watch. I still like the original more, not gonna lie, but I still liked this movie. I thought it was real fun. It kept me entertained. I do agree. Glenn was, I mean. He's an amazing actor, but my God, it's like
the way they set him up, though.
I'm like, tell me more about what you do. What else do you do? I mean, you can have more jobs if you want. I mean, it was great and fun watching him just like ham it up. He just hammed it up the whole time, right away from the beginning. Everything from the give him the shirt saying "Ride the Tornado," but it was a fun watch. But I would still pick the original over this one. Now let's get to
feel
Diamond
it,
Dave.
Chase it, chase it. No, first off, this doesn't touch, and I don't mean this in the bad way. This doesn't touch the '90s one, and yeah, maybe I'm holding on to some nostalgic vibes because we just got out of here. But with that being said, this is still not that bad. I do like how they kept some certain callbacks, some certain shout outs in there. Some of the structure is very Twister first film. I don't know if it'll make the cut, but if you saw the full reaction, you heard me say it. The one part, the dinner scene, the lunch scene. Instead of them going to the aunts, it's them going to see mom.
Always wanted
and then they jet out. I mean, there's just a lot of carving out from the first one, which again, I'm not hating it on that one or on this. As far as the story, they definitely try to hit you a little bit harder with some emotion, but I feel like as soon as they did it, you kind of got pulled out because I feel like you couldn't decide enough of which way to lean. Like, we got to keep it as a big summer blockbuster, but we got to give it some story.
I thought I was laughing more than I should have.
Well, no, I mean, with this though, I think that was its intention a little bit. At least that's my feel. Like they wanted to give you some laughs. They wanted you to try to get at least a little sucked into the story to where you have some emotional attachment outside of the main characters. At least that's how I feel about it. But if there's any Storm Chasers that are watching this reaction, I would love to read your comments about what you thought about what would be considered real and not real. Like here, where they're driving it down, and Glen Powell is, digging down 2 feet in an F5 tornado. I personally don't see that really happening. I mean, granted, now they had it roll a couple times, but I feel like it might be one of those situations where it could be like a 50-50 depending on where this truck is.
Interesting that you bring that up.
Wind is.
Interesting that you bring that up because I did see some things afterwards that are like, here's what Glen Powell's driving, a Ram 35 or 4500.
What they really use.
And then they showed like what they really use, where it's just like a tank.
Yeah, the doors are like 800 pounds.
The doors are 800 pounds. You have it with an angled shape. The tires are completely covered up.
A big shell.
I mean,
they suck
weigh
to the ground so that way no air can get underneath.
They lower so where the frame is down, sitting on the road.
There's a whole Mythbusters episode.
So so there was some comments about that, like, hey, they did a little bit like, hey, we got extra weight on the chassis. It's a 35 or a 4500. And the anchors go down 2 feet. And I'm like, but... So
but I think that was an homage to the first one, having the Dodge in there. So it fits.
It 1000% was an homage to the first one with the red Dodge Ram.
Yep.
And we got weight on the chassis. The first one was a dually in the first one. I don't even think
not a dually.
No. And so they gave us a dually, and they gave us the anchors. They gave us, the reinforced, obviously, the frame and stuff like that, or the body. But yeah, so that was one of the things that the real Storm Chaser people were like, that's not
it
what
sure
we're
did
doing.
look cool, though.
Again, paying homage to the original.
Just like Dave, you always bring about fires in movies versus real life.
Well, I know I can't stand when, as a former firefighter, I had a stint. I won't say I'm officially
You went to school for it, though, so you got training.
I had some time on the job, and I got my associate's degree for it. I just can't stand how film allow beards when everyone around fire or who is a firefighter knows that you need the seal for your mask, so you can't have a beard. That's why you do the mustache. But either way, back to this. Answer. I know you kind of said it made it its own, but they did kind of stay within the structure of the first one. But they took some, they changed some stories out. The characters in here were interesting too. The company man, as Colin says, I do believe is the Superman.
Great. Scroll up,
but he did his job well in here. He made it to the point where you wanted to be annoyed at him, and you just didn't. You just kind of David Corns
what?
I butchered his last name, but he is our new Superman. But again, and then of course Riggs, like you were saying, Quinn, with the I like how they kind of did that, where this sneaky salesman.
Yep.
Real estate guy.
Yeah. I do like the angle that they kind of took on that, but I do want to acknowledge that I was having fun with just this film, and I do understand that, this is real life too. You lose a lot, a lot of damage is done, and we do lose lives. So, again, my fun was just with this. But I do want to someday chase a Twister. I know they do those tours or whatnot. I just want to experience it once, because here in Wisconsin, we do not. I know they classify what happened earlier this year as an EF1, but that was just literally based on damage. I don't think there was really anything that touched down, because we had winds of 90 miles an hour. And
explain that in the movie.
Well, and it's funny because the only reason why I know that is because of the news and whatnot. But in school, I was all about tornadoes. So anytime we had a project, it was about twisters. So that's why the 95 film for me was just awesome. I'm just a nut when it comes to watching like people's real footage of seeing the up close personal, just how it moves, how it goes and everything. So love twisters.
He has sent me videos.
The one thing I will say, as we're scrolling through some of the information about the film during our reaction, we see some of the reviews and things that people had, and there's two things I want to mention. This was for me, this was just a fun summer blockbuster film. You brought up the cheese. I talked about, sitting in a car with, the windows not getting smashed out with all the debris. Some of the situations somebody had mentioned, like, hey, if there's an EF5 coming, people aren't running away when it's 200 yards away, in the theater. So there's a lot of things. It's a summer blockbuster film. And the other thing I'm going to mention, and look, this might ruffle some feathers a little bit. A lot of times, and Diamond Dave, you mentioned this, a lot of times we hang on to film nostalgia. I can't tell you the number of times that I've gone back and watched a movie that I remember loving 15, 20, 30 years ago, and you watch it, you're like, oh, it's still fun, but yeah, maybe it was a little bit fun. My fiance and I did go back and watch the original, and it's fun. There's parts that I struggled with a lot. So for anybody who's going to nitpick that either the CGI was bad in here or that it was unrealistic or whatever, again, in the first one, Bill Paxton was driving a Ram 2500, maybe a 1500.
Brand new.
It was brand new. That's what I remember.
The scene at the end where if you haven't, just go on YouTube, watch it. Watch the scene at the end. And when Helen Hunt comes out of that with like a cut on her forehead or her cheek, whatever, you're like, you know what? And I'm not even. It's the movies, right? That's the thing. It's the movies. But if any part of this film felt unrealistic to you, yet you're clinging on to the '90s version, just understand that it had its things as well. And if you watch this one and you're like, it doesn't compare to the '90s one, and then you go back and watch the '90s one, you probably relive that sense of nostalgia. But you might think, maybe. Okay, maybe I was being a little bit harsh on this one. I mean, look.
By the way, I hope I wasn't coming off like when I said it doesn't touch the 90s. I actually thought I did a good job of internally just keeping it separate from this one, and I did appreciate some of the lines like "I'm not back" and stuff like that. I know I probably missed some stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Easter eggs I missed from y'all.
Yeah, but I think people inherently, when they do remakes or sequels that are this far, removed from the original, they kind of like, you didn't need to do this.
And for myself, somebody who only saw the original once, like I vaguely have some memories of the first one and kind of know the finish or whatever, but like you said, I forgot about his fiance and a few other details from it. So for me, this one was interesting where I don't think you need to watch the first one to have fun with this one at all.
Look, I get it. When I heard they're remaking Red Dawn, I'm like, what? No. But then they put Chris Hemsworth as basically Swayze's character. They're like, all right, remaking Roadhouse. What? No. Oh, okay, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. But there's still some part of you deep down that's like, look, and I'll still. Did you really need to make Roadhouse? No. And I still to this day, look, if they remake Dirty Dancing, they did Havana Nights, but if they try remaking the original, I'm out. But we'll still watch it. Yeah. But so
what if they get Glen Powell as Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing?
Well, he'll
answer just threw in the biggest conundrum ever.
He'd be a dancer, an astronaut, a bull rider, a race car driver. Did I say astronaut already? Probably a pilot, ex-military on top of it.
answer just turned my whole argument on the head. What if they remade Dirty Dancing and Glen Powell was Johnny Castle?
Checkmate.
Checkmate. The answer just did.
I think I'm gonna do the title of this is 3.5 guys simp for Glen Powell.
3.5. Who was the?
Well, he's handsome, but I guess 3 out of 4.
Well, for me, it was so over the top with everything he was
I
good
didn't
at.
say one thing about his looks until now.
Yeah, he was half.
I was catching my.
Well, we were just saying that. We were just thinking the half.
I'm just gonna bury it all in.
Yeah. And again, for me, like it was just his over the topness of how he was presented. Like every scene, he was basically like the Marlboro Man, or he was something where it was just way over the top. So I guess we can.
That's how he was in Maverick too.
I know, and that's why I said there's no way
they could have just been like, yeah, I'm a former fighter pilot. We'd have been like, all right, that works.
Okay, but
I'll get the score going.
the scores going here.
I give it a 3. It's probably a little much, but I had fun with it. I appreciate the callbacks that they did. What's her name had the Quinn. You called it out. She was wearing the outfit.
Yeah, the costume.
The outfit that Helen Hunt was wearing with the tank top Kate.
See, that I remember.
Daisy Edgar-Jones, fantastic job. Hey, and shout out seriously to the crew for creating all the sets to look as damaged as they were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see how much of that was actual
was practical.
sets, and then, they CGI'd some stuff in. And I thought, for the most part, the CGI with the twisters were pretty good. There were some moments where you could tell the lighting from the crew in the early part of it versus what they were looking at was a little kind of hit and miss there. But either way, I would still recommend this film, especially if you saw the first one. It's, again, in my opinion, it just doesn't touch the first one, but it's still entertaining enough.
All right.
I'll go. Look, I couldn't start my rating with a score or with a 4. I just couldn't. I couldn't quite do it. But I thought it was a fun film. I took it for face value, what it was. So I'm gonna go a 3.95. Realistically, I don't know. I probably could have gone a 3.25, 3.5, but
above average.
But Glen Powell 3.95. Like I said, I just I couldn't bring my
just put a counter up in the corner, Dave.
Bring myself to start my score with a 4, so 3.95. Like I said, a fun film when you take it at face value.
Yeah, I mean, this one was a ton of cheese, like I was saying. I thought I laughed through it way more than I should have, and probably laughing at parts that weren't meant to be funny. I absolutely loved the character of Scott, the company man, and then of course we had the Slimy Riggs character, who we didn't get very much of him. I wanted to see more of him, where he's like going in and saying, "Hey, I know this house is worth $100,000, but I'll give you 25 and you can leave now."
To be a little more dirty.
I wanted more heelish out of him, so that way, like Javi could be like, "I can't believe I was working for this guy," and then maybe he turns the corner on it.
He was greasy heel. I'll take care of you real good. I'll give you a good price.
But we didn't really see
I'll give you a good price.
He's wearing the hat. That's all you need.
That was greasy enough.
He's wearing the hat.
But like I said, I didn't think that Javi really had the turnaround that he should have with what he was doing. Again, so I'll get to my score here right now. This is a 3 for me. Again, it's about what I expected. Look, with a couple of tweaks, this movie's on the Hallmark Network during Christmas. That's all it would take is a few minor tweaks, and that's where this movie
that like
ends
it's
up.
an insult.
I know, I'm not. I'm saying that maybe that's
enjoy those.
Maybe that's what they should have gone with.
Like a snowstorm is coming and it's gonna ruin Christmas.
Yeah,
and you need Glen Powell to come.
Well, she was a city girl coming back to the
city girl coming back to the small town. She has the one guy, Javi. Now Tyler.
I don't need to justify my answer. 3.75. The first one was, I would give like a 4.5-ish maybe, but this one is certainly just as is still really serviceable and pretty good. So 3.75.
Have you guys seen the movie Sweet Home Alabama with Reese
No,
I have.
I will not say anything else
It's
because
on
that
list.
might be a good one.
No, I have not.
It's great. I don't
Okay.
care what you all say. That's
Well,
great.
I'm not saying
If you know,
Let's do one.
I'm not
Let's do one,
disputing
Quinn.
it.
Let's
you
do
know,
one.
you know.
Let's do one.
Well, I thought when you were gonna do.
All right, this
No,
was.
if you- hold on. If you're gonna do one, let's do it right. Lead us in. Say it.
Say what? Oh, If you feel it,
chase it.
Chase it.
This was
All right,
ridiculous.
this was so much fun. Thank you, Glen Powell, for your time.
Thank you, Glen Powell, for just being
well, thank you all for the film.
You guys were awesome. It was very entertaining. Hopefully, you found it as entertaining as us schmucks walking it. So, for Diamond Dave Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Good night, pals. Ride that tornado.